Thought I lost my mind. Creature without a spine. Took back what should be mine. Thrown in the deep end.
Let's go.
Wide angle it best be, because not
I've got
morning hair and morning
from you.
Morning everything's just not a good look.
I've got from like you up.
Okay, right. So good morning. It is morning. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yes.
Oh dear. Welcome back to my video. It's been 2 weeks since me and Jay dropped the last video, so we're a little bit closer to competition now. 9 weeks out this weekend, slightly leaner, still on the same amount of food as I was in the last video, so 2.6k on training days. Today we're going to run over kind of how to bring up hamstrings and glutes when naturally you don't actually have any, because I'm not going to try and sell you a banded workout. I'm actually going to go over how I've actually done it in the past kind of 18 months worth of off season. Going to give you kind of an insight as to how I'm looking, only a little bit there because we need to keep that under wraps a little bit, because until there's something special to show, we'll not show it. Morning walk with Zena and then back to the house to, I think Dooku was checking pictures, but you know, whatever it is that he wants me to do. But we're just going to go through kind of a day in the life again, and I hope you like it. Okay, yeah, interesting. Caesar wants to be in on the action, don't you, baby? So I'm just going to have meal one, which is the same as last time, so 70 grams of cream of rice. Go on then, you tell him. You tell him then. You tell him. You tell him. Sitting. Okay. So we're going to have 70 grams of cream of rice, 30 grams of whey, and that's it. One of the daily tasks. Dress Cuba. Preparing for when we have children.
You know what happens, step out of line, enough.
Can I sit down now? Can I eat my breakfast in peace?
Is it warm or cold outside?
It's really warm. Your front lat is popping really well, and I can see your glute really good on that side, like you're really turning and twisting into that, but that back lat is just hiding away. Glad appetite and everything has been good, sleep spot on. Are you still taking the sleep aid, or have you taken that out now? At a point now where we're that lean that it's not really going to affect that much, so very good. I want to keep steps, cardio and food exactly the same. So, come to help my mum because they've delivered her some outdoor furniture, but they delivered it to the street, not to the garden, so we're just going to carry it down for her. I hope it's not broke like ours.
Sounds like it.
Our garden furniture came and the glass was smashed.
Smash him. Kill him.
Shall we do it?
Bin man might help me.
You video us. Jay'll do it.
I'm going to have to, I can't get that. That's too heavy for me.
Swap.
Alright, there you go, Barry.
Come here.
Got it?
Do you have to work it?
How do I? On everything. Ignore the water spillage on my top, guys. I apologise, but it's real life, so just deal with it. I'm just sorting out Kuba's meal 2, which is 200 grams of chicken, 120 grams of rice, and some green veg. And then just before he eats it, we'll put it on the pan just to make it a little bit nicer rather than putting it in the microwave, because it's always good to enjoy the meals that you have, especially when you're on prep, because it actually feels like you're eating good food if you cook it nice. And then I'm going to have a bagel, 100 grams of chicken and some salad. I'll probably make it into a sandwich. because I like sandwiches and biscuits and chocolate. I love bodybuilding because I love bodybuilding, and I enjoy prep. Otherwise I wouldn't do it, and I enjoy it because I like to train heavy. But when I am in prep, I do miss bad food, yeah, not gonna lie. So if anybody tells you that they don't, then good on them, but I do sometimes. Some days no. Food isn't super low anyway, so I'm not like struggling or anything, but I do miss my burgers on an evening, not gonna lie. So this is actually a new logbook from one of my clients. She runs her own business with clothing, kind of mind coaching, and she's started doing like her own logbook. It's called Supreme Minority, so you could check her out on Instagram. She's sent me one. Oh, it's even got a pen. I'll lose that in a day, Sam, promise. I'll lose that in a day. Oh, it's cool actually. So yeah, Lift Life Log. It's cool. It's a little bit more wow, it's got all sorts in there.
Yeah, it's a bit more than a logbook, that.
Yeah. Exercise set. Oh, I like the fact that like I can be a little bit more messy and a little bit more notey. But it's good because it's got all these things for daily logging there as well. Walking, how I felt, most grateful for. It's quite cool. She said that we could maybe do one together and maybe put my coaching logo on there as well, which I don't know if you know, but I am an online coach now.
Can you say that again without smiling?
Sorry. So yeah, so I am actually in my last few weeks of my bank job now, and will be migrating over to just being a full-time coach, so looking at doing some extra stuff, but this could be a good start. But this is amazing. So yeah, cool.
Awesome.
It is quite cool, isn't it? So a lot of effort has gone into this. She's even sent me some little seeds, little sunflower seeds for me to plant, so I'm actually going to put them in my garden now that it's been done. So thank you, Sam. Beautiful. So I am making my intro workout, which is 30 grams of the Sustain, which is my carb intro workout powder, and then 20 grams of the MPS, which is a better version of EAAs made by JP. I always make sure that I have a lemon lime flavour and then a blood orange flavour, because if there's two of the same one, it's kind of a bit too overpowering, but if you put them both mixed together, it actually tastes quite nice. Meg's top tips. At the moment, because I'm a little bit hungrier, I want a bit more fluids when I'm walking, when I'm training as well, so I'm always using just a shaker to have it in, but we're now having it in a 1.5 litre bottle of Evian. Evian is the best water. If anybody says that they can't taste the difference between Evian water and other bottled water, then your taste buds are broken. If anybody says that they can't taste the difference between tap water and bottled water, your taste buds are broken.
I was going to say about the tap water.
It's so... What? Can you taste the difference?
Water's water.
Oh! It tastes tinny. Not from Barnsley though. Barnsley water's the best.
I live in the Welsh Valleys.
No, Barnsley's better. No, to be fair, we've got a natural spring here. So we're just going to go to the chiropractor. We'd forgotten that we had chiropractor. I know.
You'd forgotten?
I know. I'd forgotten that we were going to the chiropractor. So we're going now.
Is that prep brain?
Prep brain.
Because you forgot.
No. Jay's fault for filming.
Ah.
Big Martin! Blame Magic Eye Media, you know, and anyone said it. Oh,
Obviously this is going to protect us all, this plastic bag.
It's alright, it's alright. We should take your watch off this time.
A little bit of tilt,
I'm just...
a little bit of leg length
I'm
difference.
a bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's the right pelvis, and you can see the rotation. There's a bit of a leg length difference there. Pop.
Just come back from Amsterdam.
No, right. Fair play. We got on the way back from Italy, but I can't remember.
Yeah, so So I'm just in Starbucks getting mine, Cuba's, AJ's and Jay's pre-workout coffee. So I wanted to touch on kind of the ham and glute thing that I was talking about earlier. So everybody's going to have an area that's probably going to be more stubborn and harder to grow than certain areas. Everybody always has that body part which doesn't come up as quick as certain other body parts. So as a bikini girl, when I first started my off seasons, my hamstrings and glutes were quite weak. The last time I actually prepped, we had to get quite lean for my glute tie-in, well, glute ham tie-in to actually start popping. So this time we did want to have to be able to be like, not that I over dieted, but didn't have to need to push too hard to get it too lean. We just needed to build up that muscle mass a little bit more underneath my skin. So the ways that we've kind of done it is kind of exercise selection that we've chosen that actually fits me best. So the ones that we found that actually work best for me are the stiff leg deadlifts or RDLs for actually building up the glute and hams. Deadlifts are great, but I do get a lot of kind of the engagement mostly within my lats and my back, whereas the stiff leg obviously puts you in a bit more of a position where you've got to use your glutes and hams. Hip thrusts, but not where I'm going all the way down to the floor, kind of where I do like a half range of motion. The split squats and single leg presses, and they're the ones that really do target me, and I feel like when we come down lean this time for competition, you'll really be able to see the difference in what I've done. The other thing that I think I've touched on it before, well I have when I did my 5,000 calorie day video, but actually eating in the off season. So you are going to have to push food high if you want areas that are stubborn to grow, because you need fuel to be able to grow. There's no magic pill, there's no magic potion that's going to help you develop your body. The way that you're going to do that is through proper training, proper rest, and through kind of fueling your body. I push my point. Thank you for the coffees, it's fine. So I push my body to a point with food where some days I did feel physically sick, but that really has helped me develop the stubborn areas, so the glutes and hams. Another way is rest. So we've actually created a program where I go push, pull, but that actually includes ham and glutes, rest, legs, which still includes glutes and hams, and then rest again. So we're incorporating that rest in there just so that my body can recover before actually going into the next session again to actually hit that target area. But all these things kind of married up have really helped me develop, and I hope that they can help some other people as well. But you're going to have a look at my session. I'll go through the different things that I do to help me get that connection and that engagement, because prior to actually starting my off season with Cuba in 2018, I didn't know how to actually activate my glute without kind of putting a band on. So I've learnt that myself, and through obviously Cuba's guidance, so I'll try and go through that and pass it on to you too. We're now at the gym. We're about to train pull, so back hams and glutes. I've got Phoebe and Hannah, two of Cuba's clients, training with me today too. One of them doesn't know how to connect with her back and her glutes, so I'm going to try and help her with that in the session too. So yeah, I'm going to run through it, going to do a bit of a warm up, get everything activated, get glutes activated, get adductors activated, get my lats activated, everything ready to go, and then we're going to run through the session and I'll take you through it as we go.
Gone, thought I lost my mind. Creature without a spine. Took back what should be mine. Thrown in the deep end. Trouble, I gained a voice. I'm not your shiny toy. Left me without a choice. What were you thinking? Dig my grave.
connect well with for my glutes and hams. Possibly the only pulling movement, kind of like RDL, deadlift, those types of movements that I don't actually feel it as much in my back. Obviously I still need to engage my lats to ensure that I am strong on the floor, but it is the movement that I feel most in my glutes and hams. Since learning how to engage with my glutes, so the things that I think about are, if you are a competitor and you know how to switch your glutes on stage, whereby you have your feet kind of neutral, you turn your knees out or rotate them out, feeling like your feet are spreading apart along the floor. Obviously they're not, but that's what it feels like. Turning those knees out, sticking those glutes back and up, and that is the feeling that I try to recreate when I do any movement, whether that be an RDL, a stiff leg, a hip thrust, anything, and that's the way that I engage and connect with my glutes the most. So it's the way that I've passed on to clients that really struggle hard with connecting with their glutes, because not all girls do. So if you do struggle with it, have a go. I apologise. So I touched on resting earlier and as to why that really will help you grow. So prior to me being with Cooper back in 2018, I never used to rest, or I'd rest like 1 day a week. It's gone. I rested like 1 day a week, and I never saw any progress with anything, and I was just forever fatigued, and I couldn't really understand why, because I thought that doing more would help me grow more, and that's not always the case. So now, after every lower body kind of day, so obviously like pull incorporates some lower body in there, and so does my legs obviously. I have a rest literally between every single one of those. So like I said earlier, I go push, pull, rest, legs, rest, and then repeat that again. So that allows my lower body to recover, allows it to grow whilst it is recovering, meaning that I can grow. And it's really helped throughout prep as well, because I'm getting stronger because it got so much rest, because food's still quite high as well, and then that's enabling me to grow more. So I feel like glutes and hams especially haven't become a weak body part again, even going into prep. So make sure that you are resting and that you are recovering and everything is on point. Not fully ready to show everything yet.
Just a little.
Keep it under wraps a little bit. You can see now kind of a little bit of a physique update, coming in lean but full, kind of just trying to get that balance so that we don't suck down too much, because we don't want to lose size, because I am still relatively quite small, so we need to get that good balance. So ran through some posing with Cooper. Who knows if he's happy? He doesn't really give much away when it comes to me, to be fair, but fingers crossed he actually is. But yeah, that's a wrap for the day. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you take something from it in terms of building up your weak areas. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, follow Jay on Instagram. Hit us both up.